I think we're gonna. You want to stand about here?
There, yeah. So we can pass out leaflets to all the people in the park who are interested.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Hear you.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Interrupt you in the afternoon for a few minutes. I want to present you orally with an open letter to Palantir. The headquarters of Palantir is number 20 Soho Square. Open letter to Palantir. Who killed the school at 17 GMT, morning of the 28th of February 2026, the first day of the war in Iran? The United States and Israel bombed missiles at the Butchery Elementary School for Girls in Minab in southern Iran, killing more than 160 children and staff and maiming another 95. Most of the victims were girls aged between 7 and 12 years of age. This is the biggest civilian massacre conducted by the United States since the Second World War. 5 days after this crime was committed, neither the United States nor Israel have explained why the school was targeted. Initially, both denied any knowledge of the massacre, and Israeli propaganda machine circulated fake images that the school was hit by an Iranian missile. Yesterday, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth was questioned why the US-Israeli massacre of schoolgirls happened, and he replied, "We, of course, never target civilian targets, but we are taking a look at investigating that." While it is true that the school's admission procedures prioritize children of Iran's Revolutionary Guard naval personnel, the building itself has been a school for more than 10 years, and its location is clearly visible to anyone who wants to look on Google Maps. Under the rules of war drawn up in the Geneva Convention in 1949, the targeting of civilians and children constitutes a war crime. Of course, Israel ignores all such legal niceties, as is evidenced by the systematic targeting of schools, hospitals, journalists, and humanitarian workers during its genocide against the people of Gaza. Thursday, at this protest, which is a weekly protest, we expect by the Claude AI system in order to help Donald Trump conduct a military assault on Venezuela, and to Modi protested against the deployment of Claude in US acts of terror, murder and kidnapping conducted in Venezuela. Pete Hegseth, US Secretary of War, declared the company to be a supply chain risk, equating them to foreign adversaries. Hegseth of the department said that the Department of War will work for us. Its AI will work for us. We are building war-ready weapons systems. In response, Anthropic, producers of Claude AI, said, and I quote, First, we do not believe that today's frontier AI models are reliable enough to be used in fully autonomous weapons. Allowing current models to be used in this way would endanger America's warfighters and civilians. Second, we believe that mass domestic surveillance of Americans constitutes a violation of fundamental rights. Palantir's CEO, Alex Carr, proudly trumpets the company's supposed loyalty to Western values whenever he gives one of his deranged public performances. This would be hilarious were it not so ominous of humanity. Palantir continued AI for its war of aggression conducted by Israel and the United States against Iran. Central Command used Palantir's Maven smart system, in which Claude is embedded, for identifying targets on the morning of the school massacre. Palantir, this building over here, used its processes from satellites, surveillance platforms and intelligence networks to draw up lists of targets to prioritize, and it provided their exact coordinates. Such reliance on AI automates a machinery of war and increases the likelihood of catastrophic errors. Palantir's systems also evaluate strikes after they have been initiated. Therefore, this is for the police officers who are here. Is it not completely implausible to imagine that Palantir cannot identify how, who and why carried out the Minab school massacre on Saturday? If Palantir has nothing to hide, why don't they immediately release everything they know about the decision-making processes that led to the targeting of an elementary girls' school in Iran on Saturday? The use of Palantir's system in illegal wars and state terrorism reveals why Palantir's promise to protect civil liberties with its predictive policing and NHS contracts must be regarded as a sham. Do we, as citizens, not have the right to demand that the UK government's contract with Palantir be immediately rescinded? Yes. Do we, as citizens, not have the right to demand a halt to the rise of a totalitarian technological surveillance state, which Palantir is at the centre of creating? Surely, unless Palantir proves it played no role in the Minab school massacre, the British government, the Metropolitan Police, the British intelligence community should regard this building, the UK headquarters of Palantir, as a potential crime scene.
Yes.
People of the world, we are concerned citizens who have come together at Speaker's Corner, the oldest centre of free speech in the world. We have decided that the battle for democracy, for free speech and for humanity is now being fought out over the future of artificial intelligence. We invite everyone to join us at Soho Square, the historic centre of London's music, film and cultural life, to transform it into a global centre for debate about the fate and future of AI and humanity. Palantir moved its headquarters from Denver, Colorado to Florida on the 17th of February after repeated protests outside its headquarters in Denver. We do not want Palantir to leave Soho Square. Instead, we want to exploit their presence here to initiate a debate and discussion, and to expose to the entire world both the potential and the existential dangers posed by AI in general and by Palantir in particular. Come and join us. Have your say about the future of AI. Every Thursday, 4 p.m, Soho Square in London. Every Sunday, 3:30, Speaker's Corner, Hyde Park, Marble Arch. Thank you for your time.
I'll turn it off.
Well done, Heiko, thank you very much. And the message there is clear. Palantir is a war machine, and it's involved in the National Health Service, in the police, everything in Britain. We say all the contracts with Palantir must end. If Keir Starmer are they going to give us the information to prove it wasn't them? No,
he's
we
taking
know
notes
it
on
was
your
them.
speech.
So let's see what they've got to say. Thank you.
Do you want to give us a leaflet?
Yep. How many do you want? Copy for life.
No, it's all right.
You want a few?
Yeah. There you go, officer. It's the means of
Saves me
charging them.
transcribe it later.
Oh, I don't want to transcribe it. What do you have to do that for? You've got AI, you can do that way. And you've got leaflets. Should we go over there? So now we do our weekly.
I think you brought him off today because we was in the park.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah, sorry about the cut off. It was I dropped the equipment. You don't want to go in there, or are you going to go and act on our demands? Oh, the police are going in there to charge. Are you going to go and charge them now?
where are you going?
Are you going to go and investigate now? Don't pull it. Don't be stupid, man. Don't be stupid. Whatever right like that for with one person, one cop or point. Not with the coppers like that. They grab you straight away, mate.
Doing what? You're walking. You left the door open.
What are they so scared about?
There's 2 of them in there.
Go mate. Hey, go mate. What's that? I've got this. I've got this. I'm holding this. Sam, do you wanna hold this for a little bit? Keep an eye on that. Maybe you want to go around the back. Go around the back, stop them leaving there. Don't encourage them not to leave when it. Don't want to actually stop them. Just
Keep them.
keep them on their toes. That's the point.
He
Yeah.
used to come over to here.
If you go around the back with the camera, then if you two go around the back with the
Yeah.
camera, then you can cover the back entrance. Just by being here, we stop them from leaving, basically. So that's all right. He's become friendly with me now, that guy. At least friendly as a Palantir security personnel can become. Although the people who sit there most of the week, they're actually, they've been reasonably friendly. They're just the door staff, aren't they? But that guy, I think, is head of security. Leaflet, mate.
Very good information on that. Well done.
Yeah, yeah,
Brilliant. And Well, I think the people in this half could hear you, but further away they couldn't.
I think they could hear everywhere.
I'm not sure. But when I use the loudspeaker, I think they heard.
No, your voice really
I think they can hear everywhere. Yeah.
But if you,
No, it was very good. You know.
they ain't going to talk to us.
You're going to ask them to investigate this school bombing, are you? You're going to ask them to investigate the school bombing? How would we get you to ask them that? If we report it as a crime, how might we get you to answer that? Like to go to them and ask if they're involved? So a problem. I'm sorry, you're looking at me like I'm some sort of alien or something like that. I'm just asking you a question. How, as a police officer, like serve the public and all that, how can I get? I mean, I've got information on here. It relates to a war crime conducted probably with the knowledge of this company. So I just wanted to know whether, child massacre, you know what I mean? Whether it's possible to ask you or ask another officer to investigate this. Sorry, if I reported if someone murdered someone now, would you stand like that as well? Am I being rude to you or something like that, or what's the problem? Can't you answer a question? I want to know how I report a crime that I believe that these companies involved in. How do I do that? How do I do it? Sorry, you can't speak. Is he the senior? Can I ask him? Are you the senior officer? So I was asking your officers, I don't know why they don't reply. Maybe they've been told not to, or maybe they lost their voice. But how do I report the likelihood that this company is involved or may well be involved in a massacre of children? How do I report that? Because, for example, if a Rotherham gang is whatever, then police are supposed to investigate, aren't they? Yeah. Or if someone carries out a murder, and we know about it and we've got evidence connected to it. So we have here evidence from the mainstream media indicating that this company is involved in a massacre, or that they know who did it.
Yeah.
So how might I go about reporting that?
So
I'm saying, look, there you go. See, that's the way to do it. So just start with a so.
let's just step out of the road so no one's going
Okay.
to get run over whilst we have this conversation. So you absolutely can report that. Depending on exactly the allegation that you're making, that is something that the Met Police might be interested in investigating. And obviously, offences carried out overseas, some of them will and will not fall within jurisdiction.
Well, if they're carried out by the people in here, then it would be
Exactly.
localised. You see what I mean?
You understand, obviously, that I'm not an expert in every aspect of the law and
Well,
what
no,
will
nor
and
am I.
won't fall within our
Yeah,
remit, within
yeah,
our jurisdiction. And what I'd recommend doing is perhaps compiling a list of your evidence, going to a police station to report all, bring everything in one place, and then that'll get passed up to the relevant team. Like I say, I couldn't even tell you which team that would be, who would then look into that and see whether that does fall within our jurisdiction or not, because that is not something that I've ever personally dealt with.
Right. Thank you very much. That's a very reasonable response, Constable Io. Very reasonable response. Don't know why they didn't. But you're a senior to them, are you?
I've no idea how much further they're
Oh, is
going
that
there
right?
today.
Is that right? Well, thank you very much for that. I didn't reply, but he did.
Oh, good.
How you doing, all right?
Yeah, not bad. Lovely. Yeah, great. I saw your speech last week. Excellent.
Okay.
Really, really good.
Week before, yeah. Well,
Really, really dynamic.
just did one a minute ago, yeah. It's specific on this thing,
Right.
on the killing of the kids.
All right. Yeah, I think I've got one. Yes, I have. Yes, you just send myself. Yes, she's got. Yeah, save wasting it. Sorry, you want to know? I'm going to the. Keep talking to me. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, give me a few out there, yeah. Here, look. Give some out there, look.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah.
We'll do. Yeah.
So, what's your take on it? What do you think behind this? You're a veteran from the Falklands War, aren't you? So, what do you think about this war in Iran?
It's basically, I think we all know the answer. We all know why it's happening, but we can't mention the forbidden words, basically, And this country has no benefit at all from going to war. And I can tell you that war is no fairy tale. Southampton Dock in 1982, guys with their arms off, legs off, PTSD, adjustment disorders. No one knows who they are today. So any country that takes us into war for something which isn't for our own domestic interest is criminal, in my opinion. And as George Galloway once said of Tony Blair, he should be charged with declaration of illegal aggressive war. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Starmer's trying to tread the fine line, but he isn't really, because he's allowing the Israelis to use our bases in Cyprus at the moment. British Army garrison, which is why they hit
But
us.
it seems that there was a drone that hit Cyprus.
Yes.
And apparently that was sent by the Israelis, not by the
It's
Iranians.
also, I mean, we know. I mean, they're saying that Iran attacked Saudi Arabia. Apparently, it was Israel that attacked Saudi Arabia.
Right.
So, you know, I think it's Mossad's saying, isn't it? The motto is war by deception. War is all about deception. It's about, like the same with the police. I mean, misplaced trust to get you to believe something, to basically to harm you. That's what it's all about. And this country does not need this war. We've got enough problems of our own. And it's also, the cynical part of me is thinking, the World Economic Forum, what it's done over the last 5 years, 6 years, this is not just a diversion, as George Orwell spoke about in 1984, the permanent war, the ongoing war. This is war is a perfect diversion when they're killing us off, basically, as we know. I mean, and if you look at the damage, it's no conspiracy anymore. If you look at the way they came up with a so-called antidote, a vaccine in 6 months that should take 16 years. I mean, if you look at the contradiction, where there's contradiction and hypocrisy, there's never truth.
So do you think, I mean, have you spoken to some of your mates who are veterans
Yes.
about this war in Iran?
Yeah, I mean, most of us. I mean, I'm in touch with one or two, and there's also the weekly show now, which is called the Late Night Veterans Show, which is all for veterans. We're raising money, if anyone's listening, raising money for the PTSD camp for guys that are suffering with trauma from war, of which there are many. Giving them help with drugs. Some get addicted to morphine after being battle injured, long-term damage, and also for homelessness as well. So we're doing a good job. So the army, we're nothing like the police. As I say, to quote Oliver Cromwell, the army is the heart and soul of the people. Maybe not the best example, but protect its people. And we know, the police will inflict any tyranny. The last 5 years means that they will do anything. This Schedule 7 of the Terrorism Act means that they will do that. They will, it's the only law where you actually lose your right to silence, where your right to silence, as George Galloway found out, becomes a crime in itself. There are people out there that will join the police without any moral apprehension, without any moral compass whatsoever. That's the sort of people that are attracted to the police, unfortunately. That's always been the case. I'm sure it was the same in the Stasi in Poland in World War II, the Gestapo in World War II in Germany. It's police. If you look at a personality profile of a police officer, it will always be someone who's very subservient, someone who likes to feel he's part of the state, and someone who has no notion of what it means to be free.
You've never been very keen on the police,
Well, I
have
mean,
you?
what is there to like? What is there to like? I mean, what is there to like? I mean, a police officer that defends liberty and truth, I'll be all for him. I mean, Mark Sexton is one of the few cops I've met who's a great guy, who's written to Sir Mark Rowley about the vaccine damage and murder. Sir Mark Rowley, is probably worse than Cressida Dyke, because he hasn't even had the temerity to answer Mark Sexton. So I'm not saying it's all police. Police officers that protect liberty and protect free speech, I'm all for it at all. But when they go along with tyranny, they're like, how can I say there's anything to like about them? And unfortunately, seeing that brutality on the lockdown marches, I mean, you have to watch them all the time.
Sure.
You have to watch them, and I can tell you, nothing frightens a policeman more than jail. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
So but I hope that helps anyway. But the fight goes on. But if we lived in a free society, we would not be having this conversation. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Thank you very much. What was your name again?
Adam.
Adam. So what are you guys doing here? Why are you here?
Well, I'm here to get all contracts that the government and so on have with Palantir ended, because they are the centre of the new dystopia, the new dictatorship of the world, which certain mega corporations in the World Economic Forum want.
Peter Thiel, I understand you thought of an anagram.
Yes, the anagram for Peter Thiel is the reptile, and he's a key figure here. He's just sold 20 million of his shares, perhaps because he thinks they're going to go down. I don't know what he's doing, but anyway, whatever they do is evil. We want all their contracts ended. We want to close down Palantir. And we want to press on with having debates here every Thursday, 4 o'clock. Anyone can come and speak. It's open mic, and we're debating the expansion of artificial intelligence, which is central to the things they do.
Any chance of getting your brother Jeremy Corbyn to come down here?
Well, I should think so. With the couple of when we started this up, he was actually thinking of coming, but he couldn't make it and sent a little note apologising. But I dare say he'll be here soon, and I will be talking to him soon about exactly that.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you.
What's the word? Oh, I'll go around the back, catch them there, and can you keep an eye on my bag for a minute? Yeah. I'm going in 5 as well, yeah. That young copper didn't like me at all. Oof. Giving me the evil eye. I don't know Harry Krishna like those people either. And they got a little office around the corner, so maybe they can turn up, provide a bit of free food to people. Might have a chat with a couple of them. That'll draw in the crowds as well, won't it? A bit of free food and a bit. Got pinned down here, is it? Hey, not answering the door now. Anybody come in and out? Anybody come in and out? Oh, are they?
I was reading quite loud. They just, a bunch of them just came and started filming. And
They're getting their phones out, filming, and they're standing to the side.
But don't they want to show their faces? They're supposed to be proud of.
You read the speech.
I did just do. I just read the
Oh,
whole
good,
speech.
good.
Yes, my first. Everyone, come join us every Thursday, 4 p.m. Soho Square. Sunday, 3 p.m. Speakers Corner. How's the time? Like,
Seize the day.
Did
Yeah,
Jesse
they're dying
Epstein fund
down.
this as well?
yeah. I was going to say.
Epstein was connected with them. Yeah. They can't wait until he leave.
All roads.
Well,
in what
it would connect.
lead to Tel Aviv.
Well, he had. The contract between Britain and the Ministry of Defence and Palantir organised Peter Mandelson, who took.
All roads. You think shot? They just hit the school by accident. I think they just were shooting in that direction.
Well, no, there is a target that they further down the road. They missed a clinic that had been built a year ago. The targeting must have identified that. I mean, I looked it up on Google Maps this morning.
Right.
It's easily identifiable.
Easily, yeah.
So they knew exactly what it
yeah,
was.
but
So either their systems are incompetent,
AI
or
is
they intentionally did it.
yeah.
But they're shooting
So-
from a long distance,
they-
aren't they? So they can't get the exact measurements, can they?
Well, of course they shoot from a long distance.
And
They couldn't get exact.
they've
They
been
can't get
using,
exact.
as you
Of course
say,
they
they've
can.
been supporting the.
I mean, the first day of their military operation, they hit a school and killed like 168 children and teachers.
Of course,
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
Of course,
they
they.
potential to have World War III written over it.
Well, it is a form
all
of
of
World
them
War
are
III, and it's the
all-
start of all of that,
All
isn't
the
it?
pieces are falling
And why
in
have
place.
Britain not got involved yet?
Because Starmer's in big trouble and he has to try and profile a little bit left. But Britain
he's-
almost certainly will get involved. The dickheads that filming us like, what a
He's
dickhead.
playing both sides.
What a
isn't he? He
dickhead.
doesn't
I think he's
wanna-
waiting to go as well. That's the
Take
problem.
photographs and that. Dickhead. Maybe he's got a right to his partner and say, look, these people are stopping me from leaving.
They turned their lights on. They had all the lights on.
It's-
And they were coming. Didn't have all the lights
It's
on.
Oswald Mosley's
Well,
grandson.
that's right. Louis Mosley is the head of the UK operations, also, and he was forbidden from being a politician in the Conservative Party because they said, well, you're just too toxic. You know, how can you have like Oswald Mosley's grandson, like Adolf Hitler's, you know, his grandma Adolf Hitler's best mate?
Right.
How can you have him? Like,
But Peter Mandelson had no problem.
but they don't have any
saying
problem with him. No,
it's not
no,
the sense,
no.
You know, it's funny. Like he's of the, you know, he's of that tribe.
Well, that's half an hour. Should we buzz now? Yep.
Yeah.
You can go now. You can go home now. All right, officers, you're dismissed now. Have a good evening. I can't see why not. Can't see why not. It's got a lot of potential, no? That park is full to the brim. Full to the brim. A lot of them.
Long time.
We just, yeah, we did. We
They was
bothered
phone out for hiding their.
behind a camera like that.
Don't they understand what's the world for their
Wow.
families?
Well,
their
they think they'll be in
children,
charge. I don't know. What do they think?
They're just people who very rarely put dots together. That's what I reckon.
Can't see further the end of
So
Searching further than their
I
paycheck.
don't think they. Yeah, exactly that.
The
Yeah.
way they think is this thing, do something, and some of these guys take techniques and say, "Oh, that'd be more efficient." And they're just efficient ways of doing things.
Yeah, yeah.
What the thing is being done for?
Yeah.
That's
This was under the isn't it? You know what I mean? They were
That's what
quite
Geeks-
all
well,
sorts of
okay,
barbarism.
how to track it and hit something.
they work out the technology.
Should we go down
Go down
the calf?
Go down the calf.
We can dismiss the officers then. That's also a nice thing to do. Dismiss the officers.
You're coming to a tea house.
Yes.
Right, where's my bag? Yeah. Right. Okay, see you later, yeah? Pleasure. See you later. Shut up. Alright, see you guys later. We're going to go down the camp. So please join us. I don't think they are.
Shall we say goodbye? Are you coming tonight?
Have a nice evening. You're dismissed. You can come in and out now. We're leaving. You can come in and out now, yeah? Next week we might come a different time. Do you want to give me your email so I can tell you what time we're coming each week? So you can stop the no? All right. All right. All right. See you guys later, yeah?